taking on the Capers all the way from Cape Breton. It is going to be a battle here. Very excited to see what's going to happen. Both teams had a stellar warm-up, and we are in for a ride. So make sure to buckle up, folks. This is going to be a great game to see who is going to go into that championship game to be crowned the national champions. Looks like the lineups are getting checked by the officials. We've got 4 officials. Shout out to them all for working so hard this past weekend. I believe this is like game 31 for some of these officials. Obviously not in a row, but still it is a marathon nonetheless. So nice to see them ready to go. Starting us off with the serve is Swarden. The ball set out to the left, swing down the line from Kennedy. Picked up by Synergy. Capers free ball. Swarden with the pass, set out to the left, and there is a huge swing from the left side of the court. Augustine with the kill. Back on the line, serving the ball here is Swarden. Jump float. And that ball is passed up. Set to the center of the court, free ball over from Blois. Picked up by Noreen, set into the middle, and there is a huge swing from Julian. Back on the line, serving the ball is Swarden. Jump float. That ball passed up by Blois. Set to the pipe. She's going to take a tug on it, and that one is going to go just long and out of bounds. Synergy point. Back on the line, serving the ball once again here is Swarden. 3 serving 0. And it is a service ace. Jump float. That ball is almost passed up, but not quite. Too much heat to handle on the service line here from Synergy. Jump float. That one hitting the top of the tape, point going to the Capers. Back on the line here for the Capers, your captain of the team here is McDonald with the serve. And that ball's passed up by Augustine, set into the middle, tipped, but picked up by the left side. Looking to swing at that ball is White. She's going to hit that one into the top of the tape. Synergy point. Back on the line here is Augustine. Float serve, and that is a sharp serve. Barely clearing the top of the tape, putting the passers in trouble. Augustine back at the line again to serve. And another tough serve, service ace. Augustine back to serve. And that ball is passed up. Set to the left. A free ball into the block. Once again, taking a tug on it is Pike. This time a swing from the left side. Sharp cross. Ung with the kill. Back on the line, serving the ball. Here is Augustine. And that ball is passed up. Set to the right. Roll shot down the line. Picked up by the Synergy defense. And there is a swing down the line. That one going out of bounds for the right side in Duncan. And that is going to be a Capers point. Back on the line to serve here is Blois. Float serve. Ball is passed up. Set to the left. Another swing, this time deep cross court, but we are going to see a net violation called on the Capers anyway, so that is going to be a Synergy point. Synergy in the double digits now, 10 serving 2. Back on the line, here is number 5, Julian. Float serve. That one is going to land outside the boundaries of the court, and that is going to be a Capers point, and that will send Kennedy back to the line. Float serve. Passed up by Duncan. She's going to get the ball on the right, and she is going to carve it down the line. And after that sweet kill, she's going to head back to the line to serve. Float serve. That one is going to float out of bounds, and that is going to be a point for the Capers. Heading back to the line now is Pike. Spin serve, passed up by Julian. Set into the middle, that ball a little bit too tight. That is going to be a point for the Capers. Pike back to serve. Augustine with the first contact, chased down, set to the left. Roll shot cross court, picked up by the Capers defense. Free ball looking to be put over, just going into the top of the tape, and that is going to be a point for Synergy. Back on the line to serve now is Ung. That serve is going to go long and out of bounds. Point going to the Capers. Float serve. Passed up by Synergy, set out to the left. Augustine looking to go down the line. A good touch off of the block there by McDonald, but not able to get a second contact is her teammates. And that is going to be a Synergy point. Back on the line once again here is Noreen. Float serve. That ball is passed up. Set out to the left. Swing cross court by Blois, picked up by the hands of the back row. And then we'll see a kill from Duncan out of the back row for Synergy. Noreen still on the line here to serve for the Ontario native team. Noreen with the serve down the line, and it is going to be a service ace to Machit to handle for Blois. Looks like we're going to get a timeout called here by the Capers head coach. Noreen back to serve for Synergy. That ball is passed up a little bit too tight for the setter to get to it, and that is going to be a Synergy point. Noreen back to serve. Float serve, that ball is passed up. Set to the left, roll shot into the pot, picked up by Noreen. Tip over the double block. Swirden with the first contact. Duncan taking that second ball. Swinging down the line is Augustine, and that is going to be a kill. Noreen back to serve again. That ball sailing long and out of bounds. Point going to the Capers. Heading back to serve here is White. Noreen with the pass up and over. Capers up and over. Duncan getting it up. Augustine with the roll shot cross court, and that is going to be a Capers point. Some heads up playing from both sides on defense. Back to serve here is White. Float serve down the line, passed it by Augustine, set out left to her. She's going to take a tug on it and drop it in front of the defense. Huge kill there from the left side. Synergy point. Serving the ball here now is your captain for the Synergy team. Here is Swirden. Float serve. Capers chasing down the pass. McDonald putting a free ball over. Picked up by Julian. We're going to see an X. Augustine with the tip. Capers trying to put it over, and that is going to be a point for Synergy. 19 serving 8 here in this first set. And folks, reminder, this is a Tier 1 semifinal. One of these teams trying to get into the gold medal match. Swirden with the serve, passed up by the Capers. Set out left, free ball over. And a good save there from Julian on that step as she was ahead of it a little bit. Out left to Augustine. She knows that line is open and she is going to go after it. A good swing there by the left side. Serving the ball here is Swirden. Jump float. And it is going to be a service ace. Swirden back to serve. Jump float. That ball is passed up and over. Augustine with the first contact. Set into the middle. Capers getting a touch on that block. Duncan receiving the free ball. She is going to get the set, and she is going to go after that line past the blocker and score. Point going to Synergy. Or rather, it looks like we are going to see a net violation called here by the officials. So, in fact, it is going to go to the Capers, that point, as there was a little bit of net play on the Synergy side. Back on the line here is McDonald. That ball is passed up. Augustine setting it out to the left. Free ball put over from Duncan. And a big 30 in the middle there for the Capers. A good try by Blois. That one just going into the top of the tape on her. Augustine heading back to serve. That one going into the top of the tape, and that is going to be a point for the Capers. Float serve, that ball is passed up. Set to the middle, tipping the ball is Julian past the blockers, and it scores. And Synergy is going to head back to the line to serve, and taking the ball back is number 5, your middle, Julian. But before we see a serve from her, we are going to see a timeout called by the Capers side. Julian back on the court to serve, just trickling that one over the top of the tape, and that is going to be a service ace. And looking to close out this set in this semifinal battle, Tier 1 Synergy versus Capers is Synergy. Here is Julian once again from the back line. And that ball is passed up. Set to the left, free ball put over into the pot, picked up by Noreen. And there is a big swing from the right. Duncan with the kill, and that is going to close out this set. Well, folks, there you have it. 25-10 in the first set, but don't go anywhere. We still have a second set and perhaps a third coming up. Hello everyone, welcome back to the 2019 Volleyball Canada National Championships here in Halifax, Nova Scotia in the 14U category. We've got your Tier 1 semi-final happening in front of you right now. It is the Cape Breton Capers taking on the Synergy Ontario team. Synergy taking that first set, but we are all at zeros here now as we start off the second. Starting us off with a serve is McDonald. And it's a service ace. McDonald with the ball again, your captain of the Capers, back to serve. And that ball is passed up by Harrison. Set to the left, and there is a huge swing down the line from Julian. What a big kill. Back to serve here now is Synergy's setter, number 2, Swerden. Swerden, your captain of the Synergy side, back to serve, jump float. And that ball is passed up. Set to the right. Swing to the middle of the court, dug up by Harrison. A big swing down the line from Julian, but blocked by the Capers. Sutharan from the right cross court. And some nice digs on the Caper side, but that ball just not quite making it over top of the block. And that is going to be a point for Synergy. Swerden back to serve once again. Jump float. And that ball is passed up and out of bounds. A service ace for Synergy. Serving the ball here is Swerden. And that ball is passed up, set to the right. McDonald going cross court, picked up by the hands of Sutharan, and a huge swing down the line once again from Julian. Swerden back to serve. Jump float. And that one is going to float long and out of bounds. Point going to the Capers. Capers with the short serve. Picking it up is Swerden. That ball set to the left. Cross court shot. Picked up by Harrison. Set out to the left. Julian this time with the tip. That tip landing just outside the boundaries of the court, and the Capers are going to get that point. Serving the ball here is Blois. That ball is passed up by Sutharan. She's going to get the ball on the left. She's going to go deep cross court. Dug up by the Capers. Trying to save that ball is a Caper. That one just going on the outside of the antenna. That is going to be a Synergy point. Julian back to serve. Float serve, passed up. And the Capers taking each other out on that one. That is going to be a Synergy point. Julian with the float serve, passed up. And trying to get it off the net is McDonald, but there to block it is Rampat. Julian back at the line. And that ball is passed up. Once again, a little bit too tight for McDonald to get to. And Capers looking to save that ball, but not able to do so. That is going to be a point for Synergy. Back on the line is Julian. Float serve. That ball's passed up. Set to the center of the court. Looking to hit it out of the pipe is Blois, but that one is going to go into the tape. Point Synergy. Julian with the float serve going out of bounds. Capers point. Serving the ball is White. Sutharan going cross court, dug up by McDonald. Dumped over by Beaton. And there's a big swing from Rampet, but that is going to be blocked by the Capers. Back on the line here is White. That ball set out to the left. There's a swing from Harrison deep, dug up by White. Free ball, cross court, dug up by Harrison. She's going to go for the roll shot this time, but the blockers are there to get it from the Capers side. That is going to be a point to the Capers. White with the serve, passed up by Julian, set out to the left. Harrison taking a tug on it, and she is going to score in the middle of the court with that snap. Synergy point. Back on the line now is Rampet. Float serve, and it is a service ace. Rampet back to serve again. Float serve, that ball is passed up. And attempted saved over, but we are going to see a double contact fairly called on that one. Rampet back to serve. Float serve, and it is another service ace for the Synergy Dynamo server. And we're going to see a timeout called by the Capers side. Both teams back on the court. Still serving the ball here is Rampant for Synergy. Float serve. Up and over from McDonald, but there to block it is Lee, and that is going to be a point for Synergy. A nice heads-up play from the middle blocker. Back to serve is Rampant. Float serve, cross court, and that one is going to land right in the corner of the court. An official linesman there to call it, so make no mistake, that one is going to be in. And that is going to be a point for Synergy. Float serve, and that ball is passed up. Set to the middle of the court. Caper is McDonald with the free ball over. Picked up by Stratharan. Set to the middle. Lee with the swing off of the blocker's hands. A nice save there from McDonald. Swinging cross court is the Capers. Synergy keeping that one alive. White with the first contact. McDonald to the back row. There's a swing from Blois. Picked up by Synergy's defense. Set out to the left. Taking a tug on it is Harrison. But that one not making it over the tape. That is going to be a Capers point, and that is going to send Beaton back to serve. That ball is passed up, set into the middle, and sneaking it over the blocker's hands is Lee. She's going to find herself a stat for that kill. Point going to Synergy. And there is a big serve from Synergy. Capers keeping it alive, putting a free ball over. But it is over and out of bounds. A good try there, trying to handle that ball. Stratharan back at the line once again with the serve. Jump float. That ball passed up. Free ball put over from the Capers. Set to the middle and turning it back to one is Lee for the kill. Lee getting a nice high volume of sets and terminating them here in this second set. Serving the ball once again here is Stratharan. Jump float. Passed up by White. And there is a swing down the line from Kennedy. And that is going to be a kill and point for Synergy. Looks like we're going to see a timeout called by the Capers side. Both teams back on the court. Sutharan back to serve. And it is going to be a service ace. Synergy getting that point as they lean closer to the 20-point mark. And Synergy did take this first set here. Looking to take the second, but not without some fight from the Capers. And big comeback. Sutharan back to serve. That ball passed up and out of bounds once again. Service ace. Synergy running away with it a little bit here. Now in the 20s. 20 serving 8 in the second set. You're watching the 2019 Volleyball Canada National Championships here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I'm Ray Solani. It's been a pleasure calling the game for you, and I'm here for the rest of the day. Championship Sunday. We've got some finals coming up here on this court. That ball passed up by Julian, set out to the left. Kennedy with a nice cut down the line. Sutharan back to serve again here for Synergy. And it looks like we are going to have a little bit of chatting with the up and down official just to see perhaps if there's some conflict or something that needs to be resolved. Both teams back on the court. Referees talking to the coach. Looks like they're just sorting out some sort of a debacle, but it looks like it's all good to go. Synergy with the serve here. This is Sutharan. And that is a huge serve. Too much heat to handle for the Capers passers. Service ace. That ball is passed up and over. Sutharan to her setter. She's going to push it out left. Big block there from McDonald. That ball's still alive. Tipped over by Leah, and it's a nice save there on that tough set. Back to serve once again, Sutharan. And it is going to be another service ace. That ball just coming in hot with a downward trajectory. Tough to pass. 24 here. Sutharan looking to finish it out with another serve. Jump float. And she's going to do it this time. It's going to go straight to the floor. Service ace.